The story is about Jay Cavendish living in Scotland, kind of brought up in a royalty family, and he doesn't really, you know, acknowledge that. He's more always outside roaming the hills of Scotland. And he then finds a woman named Rose, who he falls in love with, and she ends up, unfortunately, fleeing to Colorado due to a murder that wasn't necessarily her fault. So she is kind of forced to the US, and Jay Cavendish decides to, by himself, go on a journey to find Rose, his love. And we kind of jump into his journey halfway, where he's then met with a mysterious traveler named Silas, who helps him upon his journey through the Western world to find Rose, his love. It's such a, when you first read it, a very simple story. You think, oh, well, it is what it is. But then when you keep reading it and reading it and reading it, as I do from, learning my characters' backstories, and if you just continuously read it, you just learn to know it more. You really see how deep it is. And like I said before, you can look at every individual character and their individual reality and, go down a path with them. And I think that's something that's really great about the story, because, you'll be able to pick your paths of where you want to go. And it's, but at the same time, it really is just what it is. It's a love story and just about a soul traveling to what he wants. I think at the start, it's quite obvious. I mean, he's pretty scared about him. He wouldn't want to show that he's scared, because he is quite the cocky little, boy, thinking he's doing great traveling across America by himself. But I think deep down inside he was a little bit, scared of him. He's too mysterious at the start. But as it goes on, I think due to Jay's father passed away at a young age, I think he almost, subconsciously fits in that area, and he fills that space, and I think they have a really great, beautiful relationship by the end of it. Through Silas's point of view as well, he kind of opens up to Jay, which is beautiful. He's amazing. It's great. I think the relationship has kind of been like it has in the movie. We started out pretty fresh with each other, and we've been shooting kind of in sequence, so we've been getting to know each other more and more. And the last few days out, we've clicked, and it's been pretty cool. It's always a lot of fun on set. We're like 12-year-olds, always joking around. Ben Mendelsohn is a character on screen and off screen, but it's all in good taste. He's such a gentleman, and he's just like if I could explain it, just a pure human art. He just works from the soul and art, and I love it. He's always throwing things at me, and it's good. It was really fun to have that experience. And actually, my dad worked with him on actually their first film in Adelaide before I was born. So it's been kind of a weird, coming around and, completing the circle. It's pretty cool. I think it's different from a normal Western because it definitely has the original Western feel about it with Silas, and it's very, grimy, intense, and there's the shootouts and the blood and all that. It's all great, but something that you don't usually see in Westerns is the emotion, and it's also seeing a Western from, I think, a younger point of view and a younger perspective, which is something that I don't think is ever done before. So I think it's a perfect hybrid of the both emotional and action type world, and it brings it together in a really good movie.